Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good golly, Miss Molly. Welcome to that 70s rock fan. And today I'm going to do something that I don't do too often, which is to review a new album. An LP, I still call them, even though very few of them I buy on long playing format. And this album is by a good friend of mine, the mastermind behind it, full disclosure, is a good friend of mine, Gerry Kissel of Pop Culture Minefield. The album artist is Cohen's Ghost. And the title of the album is a very excellent title, actually. I do love it. Songs of Love and Other Tragedies, recently released by Gerry after 15 years of putting his heart and soul into these songs. I think it's his third album overall. And Gerry is not only a talented artist in terms of drawing and other such skills, as well as a great broadcaster and many, many other facets to his talent, but he's a fantastic songwriter and musician as well. So I was very excited to listen to this album, but obviously full disclosure, Gerry is a friend of mine. Now, the album is released on all the usual places, so iTunes, Amazon, Deez, etc. Links will be provided in the description. So let's talk about Cohen's Ghost and Songs of Love and Other Tragedies. 27 tracks are available on this album, so quite an outpouring by Gerry. And my overall impressions of the album are this is a very sophisticated musically piece of work, very adult, sophisticated, and contemporary. So all Gerry and I share a similar lineage in terms of age. This is by no means a fossilized musical sound. Indeed, the track No Dinosaur, one of my favorites, perhaps describes that statement quite well. This Gerry is no dinosaur, and it's a very contemporary, adult, progressive pop and rock sound to the album overall. Very polished, but also very thoughtful and melodic. So lyrically, some very, very strong lyrical themes around love and loss. A couple of them might be about betrayal. Some are about current happiness. So this is not the lyrics. These are not throwaway lyrics. There's some really deep sentiments in these. So there's a lot of that sophisticated and emotional feel to it. I guess in terms of influences, there are certain things that sound, that could fit very well in with, say, the Beatles. Peter Gabriel, who I know that Gerry loves. Even a little bit of Phil Collins in places. As a Gabriel fan, how would Gerry feel about that? And even potentially some sound that might be, to me, was reminiscent of one of my old favourites, Todd Rundgren, from back in the 70s, in terms of those great piano ballads that he used to do amongst the other stuff. So these are some of the influences, but it's never in your face that this is this sounds like so and so, or this sounds like somebody else. This is very much Gerry's album. Some of my favourite tracks, and I certainly don't want to bore you by going through all 27, but I'm Your Mr. Right, which is a very modern, adult, contemporary sound, but some fantastically emotional lyrics. It's masterful storytelling. He's a great storyteller when you listen to these songs. Amongst perhaps some of the slower material and more thoughtful material, there are also those somewhat more funkier R&B influenced tracks with some really bass-driven sounds. In the Wind I See, which is probably the funkiest track in the album, is fantastic. But also Burn You Up and Fire and Sin have got that bass-driven, funky sound with a lot of great guitar as well. So it's not all slower paced or indeed ballad paced, but there's also some stuff that is very sunny pop, contemporary pop driven. So We Were Only 17, which is, as you would expect by the title, is a song about youth. That's a very wistful, pop driven sound, beautiful track. There are contemplative ballads, such as Closer to You, Closer to Me, which I suspect has a lot of meaning to Gary. No Dinosaur I mentioned, which is possibly the most Gabriel-esque track for me in the album. Very much a statement song by Gary about his artistic leanings. Another track that's got a great piano and guitar themes on it is All Is Lost. That's definitely another one of my favourites. I've listened to many times. And just to mention one more, possibly the song with the most rock edge on the album is Slingshot to Your Heart, which has got quite an upbeat, guitar-driven rock sound, contemporary rock sound. So on the whole, having given the album quite a lot of listens, and it's 27 tracks, so you're getting your value here. Very, very enjoyable, very sophisticated, thoughtful album. Great melodies, fantastic lyrics, and a series of tracks that really grow on you with repeated listenings. So very well done indeed, Gary. I enjoy this album very, very much, and I'm very pleased to be able to support it. And looking forward to talking with you about it. We're going to be doing a little chat, so Gary can describe the album in his own words. So anyway, as I say, links in the description below. The album is Songs of Love and Other Tragedies by Cohen's Ghost. Please check it out. I do not think you will be disappointed. It's a very, very strong, mature album with a lot of fantastic songs, a whole bunch of fantastic songs. Thanks very much for listening to this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and a comment. And we'll be back again soon with more stuff. But till then, stay well and keep on rocking.